Hi, I'm Dr. Lou Fenny, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to tell if your dog is the perfect body condition score or not. I find it's incredibly important from a health perspective for your dog to be the ideal weight. There are just so many health problems associated being with only a teeny bit overweight. So it's always ideal if you know exactly what your dog should weigh. So every dog breed is completely different. So it's useless to say, oh, my dog's a staffy, what should it weigh? It's completely dependent on their body conformation. So the way that we tell if a dog's the correct weight or not is actually by feel. So Charlie here is enjoying a nice little massage, and that's basically what it takes to condition score your dog. Have a good feel. So when we're feeling their chest, you want to be able to feel the rib cage without having to apply too much pressure. Yes, it's a bit weird, isn't it, Charlie? Hey, it's a bit of a weird massage. So when you're pressing on the chest, you should be able to feel the rib cage without applying too much pressure. So I can feel some of her ribs without pressure, but in other areas, I have to sort of press down with my fingers. So she's carrying a little bit more fat over this area than what's ideal. So that's step one, the press test. The next area to touch is along the spine. So same deal again, running your fingers along the spine, you should be able to feel the spine. If you have to press down quite hard to feel the spine, then again, they're carrying a little bit too much fat over the spine. So that's step number two. And then we have a look to see if there's a defined waistline. So from the side, good girl. Staffies are a little bit more difficult with this part because they are kind of a barrel sort of chest, but even still, she should have a defined tucked in waistline. Hang on, darling, I'm just gonna turn you around a little bit more. So from down here, it should tuck up into her waist. So if your dog's kind of going a straight line across here, then they're definitely overweight. So she's got a pretty good waistline, but it probably could tuck up just a teeny little bit more if we're going to be absolutely perfect model dog. And then the final step, again, looking at waistline, but this time from the top. So if you're looking from the top, it should tuck inwards at the waist. So if your dog looks fairly straight down from the top, then they're carrying too much weight. Ideally, they should tuck in at the waist. So it should be wider around the chest, and you should see a defined, much more narrow section around the middle of the waist here. So Charlie, in summary, you're pretty darn perfect, but I would recommend to your mummy that she feeds you just a little teeny weeny bit less. So at a guess, she probably could drop about ½ kilo maybe, but then it's a bit of a guess. Once we can feel the ribs a bit more easily, feel the spine a bit more easily, and has a teeny bit more of a tucked in look to her waistline, then we know that she's at the ideal weight. But we're very close, so good girl. Hey Charlie, who's a good girl?